women can be manipulated. They think that they can tell women that, listen, it's going to be difficult for you to vote if you took your husband's name. If your married name doesn't match your birth name, the name on your birth certificate, you're not going to be allowed to vote. Hillary Scholten from the United States Congress propagated this lie about married women. You can see this on the screen. Take a look.
In Michigan's 3rd district alone, 160,000 women could find themselves unable to register simply because when they got married, they didn't change both their ID and their birth certificate. 160,000 women in my district alone. In Michigan.
So first of all, when you get married and you change your name, you don't change your birth certificate. Your birth certificate always contains your birth name. You change your name with the Social Security office and on your driver's license, but you do not change your birth certificate. Moreover, if your birth name does not match your legal name, and I can speak from experience here because I am a married woman who took my husband's name legally, the name on my birth certificate does not match the name on my government-issued ID, you're still allowed to vote. Of course you're allowed to vote. The provisions in the Save America Act actually leave it to each state for how they're going to handle verification to verify that the woman with her married name is the same woman whose birth name differs on her birth certificate. And it might be as easy as a woman can simply sign an affidavit saying, yes, under penalty of perjury, I am the same woman. Or some states may opt to require a bridge document. Every married woman listening knows exactly what I'm talking about. A bridge document is, for example, a certified marriage license that shows, yes, I'm the same woman. I was this woman, my maiden name, and I married this man and I took his name, and you can see the bridge of the two. It's the same person, and you just have to bring that. I had to bring my bridge document to qualify for TSA PreCheck because the name on my birth certificate does not match the name on my government-issued ID because that's my married name. You're still allowed to vote. If you're a Black person, you're capable of getting an ID. And if you're a married woman, you're still allowed to vote. Still allowed to vote. But the United States Senate, for some reason, even though the leadership of the United States Senate is in the control of Republicans, Senator John Thune is the Republican senator who can and should bring this to a vote, should require Democrats to engage in a talking filibuster, which doesn't require any procedural changes in the United States Senate. It just requires Democrats, if they want to stonewall, to actually stand up and speak versus sitting comfortably in their chairs and just trying to subvert the president's agenda. Republicans have control of this. So I confess to you, I'm somewhat baffled why this hasn't been passed already. The Trump agenda, and it's not just Trump's agenda. The Trump agenda is our agenda, is at stake. And our time is limited. We voted for President Trump because we want our votes to continue to be counted. We know that our role as the American people is not just to hire people in our government to make decisions for us. We have a role to participate in our self-governance. How can we do that if our votes don't mean anything? The Democrats don't want your vote to mean anything. They think you're stupid and wrong and immoral. They think you're irredeemable, a basket of deplorables. They call for the demagnification of our country after Trump is out of office. We have one chance to pass election integrity laws. And let me tell you, we need to be based. We need to be savage. We need to be uncompromising. Why on earth would we pretend to negotiate with people who don't think that you should have a right to vote? We need to be unshakable. And the president does too, as his post suggested. There are subversives in the United States government, and I'm not just talking about deep state swamp creatures hidden in the bowels of executive agencies. There are subversives who are out in the open, pretending to be part of our coalition, who are trying to run out the clock on Trump's presidency and derail the agenda that we share with President Trump that we voted for. This is a form of election fraud, too. Undermining our votes without authority. Tell your senator to pass the Save America Act, or else that senator is going to lose his or her job.
Last year, I went to my